welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. This is Lola Strange, and this is Stranger Palooza. Today, first of all, I just want to say we're okay. If you're looking at the thumbnail, excuse me, it's early in the morning. So, yeah, first,
early.
It is super early. So I just want to say we're fine. If you're looking at the thumbnail, it may be a little bit dramatic. We don't really try to do drama here on the channel. We try to entertain and inform you guys. But every now and then something happens that we feel like, hey, we need to bring this info to you guys. So today we're going to talk about our 2021 Coachman Beyond, which is built on a 2020 Ford Transit all-wheel drive 350 HD chassis. You didn't think I was going to be able to say all of that. Right. We basically, the driver's side tire blew out.
Yeah, it's all gone.
It's all gone. This video is really to explain to you guys what happened. It's as a cautionary tale.
Pretty much.
Maybe, you know, a good reason why you need a full-size spare. We're going to get all into it right now. Let's do this. As you guys might have already heard, Lola and myself are brand ambassadors for Sunshine State RV. And as Vanosaurs, I want to take this moment to encourage anyone who is in the market for a Class B van to start their journey with SSRV.
Sunshine State RVs specializes in selling Class B vans and B plus RVs. That is the reason why they are the #1 dealer in all of the state of Florida.
Number 3 in the whole United States.
SSRV will fly you right to their location in Gainesville, Florida. They'll give you a very detailed and thorough walkthrough of your van, and they'll give you a 2-night stay at a local campground so you can get used to your van. If you don't like that, you can actually have hands-free delivery anywhere in the United States of your RV.
We bought our Coachman Beyond from Sunshine State RV 2 years ago. And over the past 2 years, we've seen how they treat customers when it comes to warranty side. Their service team is great. Whether you bought it from them or not, every person that comes in there gets the same service and care when it comes to warranty repairs. The same service, attention, and care. And their team does a great job getting you back on the road safely.
So if you guys are in the market for a B or B plus van, consider Sunshine State RV. We've got a link in the description that you guys can use to see their current inventory and have someone get in touch with you. Alright, so first of all, this is one of those rare videos with Lola Strange in it. And that's because she was a witness to what happened.
Yep.
We'll go over that and explain it to you guys here. Basically, we spent the whole day yesterday running around. And we went from where we live here, just outside of Gainesville. We were all the way in, in the
Tampa area.
Yeah, we went to Tampa. Yeah, we're working on another video that we're going to bring to you guys about the E-Transit. We're actually doing our no-build build.
That's right.
And we had to go pick up, what did we do yesterday? We went to IKEA.
We went here to Orlando, which is 3 hours east.
Yeah.
And then we drove.
Winter Park.
Winter Park area. So that was 3 hours east of where we are.
Right.
Then we drove 3 hours south from there. So the van did quite a bit of driving.
Yeah, I think we went to IKEA to get some stuff for that build that you guys will see. We went to REI to pick up some stuff. We had like a conference call, all of that in the van. Now, we were on the highway. There was a tractor trailer in the left. There's just 2 lanes. And there was a tractor trailer in the left lane for some reason. And someone
slammed on his brake.
Well, someone in front of him must have slammed on their brakes. He slammed on his brakes. There were like 2 other cars, I think, in front of us. And we slammed on our brakes just to, you know, like an emergency stop, in my opinion. And it felt like, I mean, it was pretty dramatic, right?
There was a lot of smoke in front of us.
Yeah, I mean,
from the other vehicles, not ours.
Yeah,
but there was a lot of smoke in front of us.
You know, I mean, we were talking and paying attention, and I saw that happening. I slammed on the brakes, but I think after that, everything was okay.
Yeah, everything was fine.
Yeah, we went to IKEA. We went to REI. Like I said, we had a conference call. We did all that stuff while we were running around. And nothing indicated like anything was wrong. And then all of a sudden, I think, between, going from that Winter Park area to, heading out now to Tampa.
I would say about an hour after that incident.
Yeah, about an hour. We were driving, and the van just started to shake very violently. All right, guys, we are 46,435 miles on the Beyond. and something's up. We're on the highway, and I actually can't do more than 65. Look at how much I don't know if you guys can see this or hear it. This van is vibrating like crazy, and if I go faster, it vibrates even more. And at first I thought it was the road, but it's not the road. It's something else going on. We stopped and checked the tires and all that, and the rims, they look fine, but something's obviously happened here while we're driving. I don't know if we're out of alignment or balance or what's going on, but if I try to go faster, like I say, I try to go up to 70 miles an hour, it's shaking this van apart. So, you know, we're headed to Bradenton to do something with the Sea Sucker guys. So right now we're here. I don't feel like we can safely drive back home like this. So I'm gonna see, we're trying to see if we can get into a Ford dealership to have it looked at. Of course, you know, in last minute, not so easy to get into any kind of dealership on a Friday. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'll try to go faster here and show you. Like when I go up, I'm at 60 now, hold on. As I go faster, you'll see. Hear that? That's 70 miles. Now the road here is rough, but this is smooth. See how it's shaking? Crazy. So if I slow down, I'm gonna slow down now. Back to 60, 65. And it's eased down a little bit, so it definitely has to do with how fast we're going. All right, we'll try to figure this out. I'll get back to you guys here in a sec. And we didn't know why. I think I was like at about somewhere between 65, 70 miles an hour in traffic. And at first I thought, okay, this is maybe the highway.
Because we hit a section on the highway where construction was taking place,
right.
And it was indicated uneven road, and the road was pretty terrible. So at first we weren't sure if it was the uneven road and the fact that the road was being paved.
Because that happens.
That happens,
yeah,
and that was the reason why we were having that road noise and just that roughness of the road. But once we transitioned to the smooth highway, the vehicle was still making that sound as we're going down the road. I was like, oh no, this is something different.
Yeah.
And at that point, we were 2 hours away from our destination.
We were probably closer to there than we were to here, to home.
For sure.
So the thing that we did was we pulled off the highway, we went to a gas station, we walked around the van. I put gas in it and everything, but also we walked around. We looked like, is it the lugs? You know, we looked at all the tires. We just could not see anything wrong.
And the vehicle also wasn't giving any indications either.
We were like, okay, so what's up here? Now, we do have some video of this that I'm probably going to cut in, because I was telling Lola, you know, we should probably video some of this because I've never seen it before. And really, that's why I'm saying to you guys that I'm making this video, because I think if someone out there runs into this, you know, I want to give them some kind of idea, because I had no idea. I've never seen it, experienced it. I had a ton of cars. And, you know, we've had this van here for 2 years. We're at 46,000 miles on it. We were going to do a 45 or 50,000 mile update with you guys, which we're still going to do. The thing is that we had no clue of what was going on. Lola called several Ford dealerships in the area. No one would take us. It's Friday. They were like, oh, we're 2 weeks booked out, or you know, if you've got something going on, we could see you Monday. We weren't home, so we actually stopped at a Ford dealership we saw off the highway in Tampa, and you know, I'm not going to bring them up because I don't blame them for what happened, but we try to see if we can have them look at this. And they talked to us, but they didn't really check it out, because they were like, look, we can't put you guys in until Monday. So, you know, they were like, you know, be safe or whatever. Lola wound up calling the local Ford dealership that we go to here, which I'm going to wind up over there today, actually shortly after this video. And they said, listen, the soonest we could do is Saturday morning, 10. You guys come in. But they could hear it when Lola was talking, because her voice was vibrating, talking in the van. And they said, you know, because they didn't know what it was either. They're like, you guys need to be really careful and make it back here, hopefully, and then come tomorrow morning.
And don't speed.
Yeah, don't speed. So we didn't speed. We went to where we were going. We had stuff that we have to drop off because I'm about to get on the road and go out to, actually I think I'm going to Indiana, and then I'm going to Arizona for the Overland Expo West in Flagstaff. So I'm trying to keep this short, Lola, which is almost impossible for me. So anyway,
You don't say.
so when we got to where we were going, a friend of ours took a look at the van. Like, Lola was outside, he was outside, and I was driving in a straight line. And he kind of figured out, like, hey, I think there's something wrong with your driver's side tire, front right tire. So, I mean, at that point, I think we should have probably called AAA or roadside assistance and switched over to the full-size spare. But we didn't do that. We decided to try to limp our way back here and take it easy.
On the subject of the full-size tire, you were telling me that recently someone was asking you about that, if all the vehicles come with a spare tire, right?
Yeah, someone did ask me that. That's really why I want to make this video, and I'm going to get to that here. I'm just trying to like explain to you guys what happened and get it all out so that you know what happened. So we decided to take our time, go easy, and drive home. I don't think we were like, if this just driving slow, it was rocking back and forward. You know, you could feel it going like this, but then the faster you got, it just started really vibrating. So I did not go up to 70. I think I was around like somewhere between
60.
Yeah, like 50 something, 60 something. There was a lot of traffic. And so we're like, okay, you know, maybe the traffic is going to work to our advantage here, and we'll just try to, you know, make it back. We actually got about 2 miles from our house, and the tire exploded.
Violently.
Yeah. So, yeah, you screamed.
Yes, I did.
You screamed like how I scream if a spider surprises me, or a lizard or something like that. I was driving. I was very cool, calm, and collected and professional.
You did a great job getting us safely off the road.
We weren't going fast, which is lucky for us. We were on a country road,
Yeah.
and there was like
doing at least 50.
Yeah, there was a ditch with grass and everything that we could pull over. There was a big incline. I'll cut in video that Lola was taking and some pictures for you guys for you to see. But the tire exploded, and this happened. Let's go around here. So now this didn't happen. This is our spare, okay? But the tire exploded so violently that it took off the trim here in this wheel well. As you guys can see, all of that came off, and right there, our step has a cut, a rip, I don't know what you want to call it, in it. I don't know that there's any other damage to that, but, well, you know what, Lola? Let's go to the back here, open up that door.
The tire tread you were able to find.
Yeah. This is where this is the tire. This is the rim. I think the rim is okay. I'm going to go and see. But yeah, all the tread came off, and I have pictures to show you guys. This is, I'm not a tire expert, but the tread of it just got ripped off, and you can see it exploded right there. It got to the point where it was making a sound, I think, and yeah, I think the pressure was just too much, and it exploded. So we took that spare that you see was down here in the bottom, right here. See that empty void in front of the green generator here? That is where the spare tire was. Let's go.
And these tools, right? And these tools in here, which is at the front underneath the passenger seat, is how the tow truck guy was able to drop the spare tire using those tools. Went in here, he was able to drop it, get access to it.
If you want to know, like right here, you need to put that tool in there and crank the tire down. That's how you do it. Let's go back up front, Lola. Yeah. This was what, like around, I think
10 p.m.
It was around 10. So there's roadside assistance that comes with this. They keep business hours.
That's right.
So one thing I would suggest is AAA, which we have, but for some reason we don't have RV coverage. I'm not going to get into that in this video, Lola. But anyway, so they would not come, and AAA would not come and do anything with this van because obviously they realize that it's technically an RV. So, and then the roadside assistance wouldn't answer the phone So we had to just call a local tow truck. And we told them, listen, we need to change a tire. So the guy came to do that, and we were in a ditch. So he actually said, well, drive out a little bit onto the pavement so he can get the jack onto there. To jack this up takes a serious jack, and it's some work. I would not suggest people do that on their own. Yeah, just call these guys. I think it cost us $100, and more than likely the roadside assistance is going to reimburse us, even if they don't. It doesn't really matter. That wasn't that bad. I think if you are far away from home and you have to get it towed, or you're in a worse situation than this, it's going to be obviously more expensive. But he was able to jack this up and put the full size spare on this,
so we could drive home.
Yeah, and I think by like 11, quarter after 11, we got back home, right? So, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. That's the way to put it, right? I think we kind of we got off easy.
We did. You know, being that we made it we're nearly home, 2 miles away from the house. I think we got off pretty good. You know, obviously the best thing for us to have done in that moment was to have waited, like you said, once we realized it was that tire, to have changed it in the first place. We didn't do that. This was our first experience with this van and with the tire situation, but I think we made out pretty good.
Yeah, you know, what I want to say about this, I think, is that the mistakes are made here, clearly, and, you know, I don't believe, it's obviously not on the van itself, right? It's on the tire. We have 46,000 miles. I'm not sure even what are these tires, Lola? I think, let's go look at the other one. This is a Hankook Dynapro. Okay, so I think it's Dynapro HT or something like that, right? So in 46,000 miles, having done a lot of traveling, gone over all the way out to California at least twice. Well, I know I went to Vegas several times and all that kind of stuff. Having done a lot of travel, this is basically an issue that comes down to tire wear. Maybe it was you know, pushed forward by that extreme stop that we did. But what I want to say to you guys, I don't blame anyone. I don't blame the vehicle for this. I think for us, when we saw that this van was shaking like that, we should have just like canceled everything we were up to, okay, and just dealt with that. We did. We stopped and we looked at it and we couldn't figure it out, and you know, we were trying to think, like, what do you do? This is what happens with everyone. And as I said, we even went physically to a dealership, and they didn't take a look at it because it's Friday, and nowadays you have to, like, have appointments. I guess none of these dealerships take into account, like, emergency type of situations. But we're adults, and I personally believe in, like, my own responsibility to everything. I think when our friend helped us figure out that there was something up with that tire, we know there's a spare. And I think what we should have done there is, we were in a safe place, right, Lola?
We were.
We should have just stopped right there, called roadside assistance, and said, hey, we need to change this tire to our spare, and at least see if that was the issue, right? If it drove smoothly after that, I think we could have come home, and that appointment we have this morning, we could have gone and done that without doing this, without doing this kind of damage, which is not the worst thing in the world, right? I think this is a thing like we could pay for and all that, but I want you guys to learn something. I think here we really should have changed this tire out. And Lola was talking earlier. I was in the dealership at Sunshine State RV, and a lady, I think, that has a ProMaster, right? And I'm not sure exactly which ProMaster it is. Could have been any one of the ProMaster chassis that's out there. You know, lots of people build on it. But she was saying to me, you know, there's no spare. How do I get a spare tire? How do I mount a spare tire? And I thought, yeah, that's interesting. There is no spare. And we were talking about it, and I think it's in a video, if not one video, in several videos, like what happens in that situation. Now, for the ProMaster, it comes with one of those packs, Lola. Like, it comes with a fix-a-flat,
okay,
and an air compressor, you know. And that could be fine in normal situations if you have a flat tire. And I've like kept, you know, we've been traveling and the tires go down low and there's a tire pressure sensor there and it indicates, and you fill up your tires and all that kind of stuff. But in this situation, We had a full-size spare under there. We should have switched out to it. And for the people who don't have, I always thought like, oh, you don't need it. But guess what? If we did not have a full-size spare, we would have had to have gotten this towed last night.
And we would have been stranded.
No choice.
We would have been stranded.
We would have been stranded.
Far from home.
Yeah, we were close to home, you know, but this would have had to have gotten towed. We could have been 1,000 miles from home, 2,000 miles from home, 500 miles from home. Yesterday, we were up to 500 miles away from the house. So the thing is that, one, I realize a full-size spare is a good idea. And I realize why folks who have those ProMasters out there are trying to find solutions. I know you can get stuff to go on the back door and hold a spare tire. There's some things for that. But yeah, I think a full-size spare is a really good idea. I wish we would have used it earlier. Maybe we could have avoided all of this and we could have taken it in there and gotten it fixed today. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, because the tire blew up, Lola, the sensor for this tire got eviscerated.
I know.
Yeah, does not exist. I could not even find these pieces. Mm-hmm. I found the tread, but I think I saw them, but they were in little pieces.
Yep.
But really, that's not bad, right? Like when this tire blows up, it obviously like blew out like this and just took all this stuff off, and a piece of it cut this. But yeah, you know, to me, I blame myself for this particular thing. I should have done better than this, and to just not make this a long, dragged-out video. I want the other folks out there that have vans, whether it's a transit van, Sprinter van, or ProMaster, you know, these things are heavy, and you're driving around in this heavy thing, and sometimes you're going really fast, high speeds with this. If something is up with the vehicle, do your best to figure out what it is. If you have an indication of what it is and it's the tire, I would suggest at least changing the tire, you know, and then trying, if you can, to get to the dealership for that chassis and figuring out what's up with that tire or what's up with the vehicle, because it might not have been the tires here in this case. I think in the end, once we put this on, we realize, oh, now it's back to driving normally.
The sound went away.
So it was clearly this tire, but yeah, dumb on me. I blame myself for that. I blame myself, honestly. So I hope this...
It was a very stressful situation.
It was a little stressful. Things could have gone worse. We could have been going faster. We could have been in a more precarious, dangerous situation and had like flipped this thing or had someone run into us. Or even last night while we were changing the tire, it was kind of crazy out there because people were flying down the road.
Yep.
I had the hazard lights on and all that, and the guy in the tow truck had lights on. Mm-hmm. People don't care. I guess late at night you're just trying to get home. Mm-hmm. So things could have gone worse. By the grace of God, we're fine.
We are.
You know, this is really not that bad.
Yep.
But I hope this is just a cautionary tale to folks out there. If you run into a situation like this, it could be this. Maybe it helps you out. Maybe it saves you.
Well, we hope so. And that's why we're sharing what happened with us.
Absolutely, yeah. I think as owners of Class B vans, we at least owe it to you guys to try to impart this experience. Maybe it'll help someone out there. You've probably been through this before if you're an experienced person doing this, either in a van, car, or anything else. Leave the comments and let us know. Check this out, Lola. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
The Vanasaur podcast is coming up soon. Yes, and you can actually people can buy t-shirts, right?
Yeah, they can.
And you can support us. If you would like to do that, you can support us there and look out for the podcast. It's going to be here on the YouTube channel coming up really soon. Yep. It's sponsored by Coachman and Sunshine State RVs. Yeah, and maybe we'll get a few other people on there. And we'll be able to bring lots of info, experience, stuff like this, manufacturers. We'll come on and talk to you guys or other owners. We invite other folks out there who want to come on and share their experiences. I hope to be able to help people.
Yeah, through the podcast, for sure. Yes. Absolutely.
So I just wanted to get this all out of my system. Yeah. Everything is good. I hope, I really, really do try to avoid just like throwing drama at you guys. I want to make my bones here on YouTube from like real helpful content. Sometimes entertaining.
Always entertaining.
I consider myself a comedian. That's like my secret thing of what I always want. Lola doesn't think I'm funny. Yeah. See that? See how she's laughing? That's the only time she laughs at my jokes.
This is stress laughing because I'm still decompressing from last night. It was a lot to take in.
Yeah, we did okay. We did all right. Yeah.
We did all right.
So
but anyhow,
big thanks to the tow truck driver who helped us out last night, and our friend who helped us realize that it was something going on here with the tire. Yep. And yeah, hope you guys stay safe out there. What are you gonna say, Lola?
Yeah,
I'll let you wrap this up and end it.
That's what I was gonna say. I wish everyone safe travels out there on the road, and of course, leave your comments below. I'd love to, hear other folks' experiences that have gone through a blown tire situation like this, what they did, what their experiences were, and of course, just what they did, how they got through it, and it also like insurance things, and what they did, if they got AAA afterwards, or how they dealt with Geico, or
what are you gonna do, Lola? You think you're gonna get AAA RV coverage? Maybe
I'm definitely gonna follow up on that.
We're not affiliates or anything like that with AAA, but they're pretty good because at least you'll get someone at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, you're still going to have to sit and wait an hour and a half, 2 hours. That never changes.
Yeah.
I think
some other roadside assistance places don't answer the phone.
Our local guy was pretty fast.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
Fast, so.
Yeah. Okay,
end it. It all worked out. All right, guys. Till the next video, be safe out there, and we'll see you. Peace out.
Oh, there you go.